Hi, welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. Today's December 5th, 2018. My name is Donna. I'm coming to you from Manassas in Virginia in the U.S. And my theme for Vlogmas this year is the 12 Days of Christmas. And I will be showing you a book for the holidays for children. So today is the 5th day, and I have been using this book by Helen Hadel about the using the 12 Days of Christmas lyrics or verses as symbolizing something in a Christian faith. And today, with the 5th day, she talks about the first 5 books of the Bible being the most important ones to the Jewish faith. In fact, those are called the Torah, which is, the Torah or the law, which are God's directions. And these were 5 treasures given to the people, so gold rings would be valuable and a treasure. So if you wanted to help them remember Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy as the first 5 books, these would be the 5 golden rings. So that's the symbolism for the 5 golden rings according to this and some other sources, but as I've said before, might actually not be based in truth, but still could be used that way. And I've been making the felt ornaments by MMM Crafts, and this is the gold ring. And she, you know, of course you choose your own colors, so she shows a lot of different colors for the stone in the setting. And that makes a lovely little ring to symbolize that verse of the song. Now, my book today is, again, not a 12 Days of Christmas book, although I do have more coming in the days coming up to share with you that are 12 Days of Christmas. I'm also throwing in some of my favorites, and today's book is a favorite that I did share last year in Vlogmas, The Legend of the Poinsettia by Tommy DePaola. He is another of my favorite children's writers, and this story is beautifully told. The illustrations are gorgeous, and it is based on a legend about the poinsettia being given as a gift to Christ by this young girl, and but she was giving it as weeds because she had nothing to give, and they miraculously burst into red as the red poinsettia flower. I appreciate at the end of the story there is a rather long author's note that talks about how did these plants come to be in America, and a symbol that reminds us all of Christmas time. And that had to do with a foreign minister, Dr. Joel Roberts Poinsett, who was served as the nation's minister to Mexico from 1825 to 1830. And he found these flowers, which do grow wild in Mexico, and brought them back to his home in South Carolina. And that's how they got started in the U.S. And I think they're, you know, throughout this country at least, well known and just paired with Christmas time. Now, when I lived in Hawaii many, many years ago, we also found poinsettias growing wild there. They almost like weeds, but I mean, they weren't prevalent, but they grew outside and wildly. So this story tells about this little girl, Lucida probably, and she lives with her family in Mexico, and they go to their the town they go to San Gabriel, and they celebrate their mass there, as well as all of the holy events that happen during the year. Well, it's almost Christmas, and the father comes to her family and says, in our procession, you know, they have a baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph, and they do this as part of the procession, but the blanket that they cover the baby Jesus with is getting worn, and Lucida's mother is a good weaver, and he asked if she would weave a new one, which she wants to do, and she starts doing it. She's having her daughter help, and then her mother takes ill, and she worries, what are we going to give as our gift? I have nothing. And her mother's not going to be back before Christmas to finish this weaving. She tries to do it, and fails. She tangles the wool miserably. So this book does have a little fiber connection because it talks about them buying the wool and dyeing the wool and weaving the wool, but then having trouble. As anyone who's worked with wool knows, that is a struggle you can have, and she does. So she just doesn't even want to go because she has nothing to offer. And an old woman comes by and tells her whatever you have to offer is accepted. And I had marked that page, but I lost it. It's this page right here. And she tells her, Lucida, any gift is beautiful because it is given. The old woman told her, whatever you give, the baby Jesus will love because it comes from you. And indeed, so she finds these weeds, and when she takes them in, everyone's looking at her, you know, strange, like, why are you giving weeds? And as she kneels to pray before their group here, they become the poinsettia. So it's a lovely legend that Tommy DePaola did not create this. He's retelling it and doing the artwork with it, but it's beautifully retold. And I always like his artwork. So that is our children's literature book today, and I have a couple little tidbits at the end there. And so thanks so much for listening today, and I hope this book appeals to you, and I'll see you back again tomorrow. Bye. Today actually is day 5, and we'll start with the Adelaide Cottage day 5 bag. Oh, more yarny goodness. Blessed on toasty sock. And there's something, oh, a little grouping of the light bulb stitch markers, and these are so handy. I use them all the time. That'll be great. And oh, I love that. Isn't that gorgeous? Some pinks and browns and speckles and a little neutral there. Just lovely as always. And from Ellie at Craft House Magic. Oh, bright and oh, the colors are like just the deepest jewel tones. That is beautiful. Can't wait to put that in my blanket. And now the So Sweet Violet. I didn't see what was in here yesterday, but that was a sheer. Oh, look. Gold pine cone and the leaf that's in that pretty green. I will show you the bag that came with this. I was going to show it at the end, but then yesterday when it had the DPN cozy, I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and show it. It wasn't wrapped, so I didn't open anything early, and you did get to see that before you ordered the set, which is really prompted me to order that set.